Bing bong. Bing bong. Okay, get this. I know I could already. I know I already know enough to get bots, but I haven't done it yet. Yo, Laura, how's it going? Bing bong. How's it going? Oh my God, yo, let's read the Korean Japanese book. Wait up, everyone, live on mine. Sorry. Okay. Yo, Holy Decay, how's it going? Yo, Abby, how's it going too? Wait, I sent you a message the other day. Yeah, yeah. I saw it. I saw it last night. It was like I just checked all my stuff. Yo, Big Cheese. Yeah, let's read that one if you don't mind. I read a few on that, but also I've never really got into fantasy, so that one was kind of like it'll be a bit much for me, and I feel like like Harry Potter might be an easy in. Um, Yeah, that's yeah, because I mean I looked at like not like spoilers, but like reviews being like, what's this book about? And there's one of them that was like on the list that was like, I don't know, Japan and Korea and 4 generations. I don't really know. Um Kev, you should make a gaming channel. I did, Abby. Big Cheese, when I went over the things, it's in welcome, right under Kaiser Talk. Should it be somewhere else? It's right above off topic. Yeah, Lily Hayes. I mean, I feel like yeah, selfish pets. Yeah, no, I mean it's in the right world. So it's right under off topic. Yeah, I'm stoked. I think I'm gonna get a Switch. Can I get a Hoya? Um where is that? Mom's been saying that so much. But also, oh, yeah, it's been weird. I'm on call. I don't know what to do. We did our homework. We did the work. Um awesome. I didn't even mean to start wait, oh, I didn't even mean to start the Wordle group. There's a Wordle group? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Um but yeah, I so we like, oh my God, my day's been so nuts. So last night we were oh my God, also Alisa, dude, your messages are so sweet over here. Really, thank you. Like it's awesome to feel like it's just hanging out, cuz I mean, I don't really know what intentions I have, but but that makes me feel like whatever we're doing is the right thing. Um and also like, so I saw that message today. So like I'm saying, okay, so last night so yesterday we were working and I was like, cool, let's do this thing. The job, famous last words to say anything might be easy. It's never easy. Oh my God, you're dyslexic too, dude. Hell yeah. Peace, love to the forest. But spreading the funk or not, dude, I should call Bootsy's mom right now, or Bootsy's wife right now, or after I get off. But so yesterday, it's like, yeah, I was like, okay, it's work, but we could do this, And then it gets rough. It just every single time gets rough. Nothing is easy. Just nothing is easy. And the idea that it is easy is famous last words. So we were doing stuff, and then it was really hard, and then and again, it's like one of those things where like if mom is just gonna say nothing to whatever, hell yeah, Mudang, dude. If mom's gonna say anything to whatever, it doesn't make a difference, But if someone's actually looking for something, it's exactly like the Cameo effect. Cameo is great. It was great. Oh my God, it was so great. But like, but it was like the second I realized it was rough, because you have to remember names, when people are like, if people are pitching in, you got to land the plane, and so it's just like, oh, this message is from, and you gotta stick the landing. So if you, and also, this is another reason why I started this channel again, because all the things I was telling mom is I know things that someone who is trying to create content would, or a creative in any regard, any field, would probably it'd be beneficial to hear. And I'm not saying I have this insight that's so amazing, but again, I also feel like, and I felt this kind of my whole life, that like, yeah, like if however you conclude whatever, if you also suggest it as an option, it's always, it could be helpful. It could be the way in which someone needs to hear it. It's like, some people are like, they come up with some idea that's so lofty and profound, and then they just want to sound smart while saying it, and then it's just over people's heads. And then there's other people who are like at the bar just being like, don't sweat, bro. And like, that's all you really needed to hear, And I'm like, that's so beneficial. But so anyhow, even just telling mom all the time and not being mean, but just being like, dude, if I could take you 99 yards. If you can't go the one, we don't got to touch that. We can't finish the job. It's just not, it's like, I can't help you anymore, dude. Yeah, Joe. Dude, I can't help you anymore. Also, dude, Joe, I just saw, my bad. I mean, I've been all fucked up with my teeth, but dude, congratulations on going live on TikTok, man. That's awesome. Have you been doing it? Cameo was great until it wasn't. Dude, you don't even know though. I mean, the thing is, again, in hindsight, it's funny. And I was telling this to mom. I was telling this to mom yesterday, and it's like she doesn't want to hear shit. And it's funny too, because again, I'm a fucking asshole. It's just like, because the thing is, I'm just like, let's do the job. Let's just do the job. And the thing is, I'm more lenient than mom was working. Like if mom was the employee that she is, whatever, she's talent. And then again, you still need she is the employee when it comes to like someone buying something. But like if she was the worker that she is while she was running the show, oh my God. Dude, I wasn't allowed to, and I wasn't even doing anything. I wasn't allowed to yawn in the store. I was not allowed to yawn. If I yawned, she'd kick me out. And I'm like, dude, by this point, I'm like, dude, do whatever you want. Let's just fucking do the job. I don't care how you dress. I don't care, whatever. So, yeah. And the thing is, so I was telling you yesterday, I was just like, dude, and I really do feel this way. And I was telling this to Fiona. And another reason why I wanted to make this is because, like I mentioned before, I think I did, but me and Fiona are really close, but we don't like to talk on the phone, but we send each other voice messages. We don't really much anymore. I mean, not that we don't anymore. We just, it ebbs and flows. But when we were doing it hard, it was just like every day in the morning, there was like a 20-minute message. And it was almost like listening to a podcast and then responding with your own podcast, which was great. And I remember stumbling upon this because I was saying that my mom is essentially my partner and my mom. But every so often when I talk to my partner, my mom shows up. And every so often when I talk to my mom, my partner shows up. So it's fucked. It's fucked. But I was telling her that, and her yesterday, but also Fiona a while ago, I was just like, it's like, I'm over here legitimately like, when some things are like easy, or it's just like if we're like making something and I'm over here being like, dude, I don't know how to use Discord. I'm learning how to use Discord. I don't know how to use, I don't know how to stream.
You just came to say hi. Hi guys. I want to tell you to eat a little bit is very good.
Where's your microphone, dude? Sorry, again, even just having to tell her this.
No. Yes. Listen, guys, I love you. I'm going for 3 weeks tomorrow.
I've gotten more solid advice from this community than anybody. Dude, that's awesome. Thanks, dude. I'm still setting. Yes, but I think I'm going to try tomorrow for 2 hours. Oh my God, Joe, let me know what time. For real though. Also, especially let me know. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. Also, that's sick.
What? That you learned something from us?
Yeah, crazy, huh?
It's nice to know that you know who would teach you.
Get out of here, bro, over here. Actually,
joking, man, joking. I see you put this thing when you are there too, so it makes me happy.
Wudang.
Big cheers. Oh, yeah. You see, look.
Okay, so what I was also saying was, I'm still not 100% sure how copyright laws work on TikTok. I see people singing straight karaoke live. Maybe it's just they don't monetize. No, you could play anything live. You could play music live.
I'm going to give the
Joe.
record to the neighbors.
Okay. I felt bad yesterday. So yeah, so again, getting back to the thing, when I was so the thing is, it's like even just learning this, it's like I'm over here being like, okay, and everything is a fight. Everything is a fight. And one thing mom loves doing is it's never simple. It's always just like if I'm like, okay, cool, we got to get a new computer. She's just like, absolutely not, fuck you. She pulls out her saber. And then I'm like, you know what? Fine, fuck it. And then if I say fine, fuck it, she's just like, no, we're getting one. And I'm like, dude, why are you doing this? And then I'm like, no, dude, leave it alone. And then she fights me to get it. And I'm like, dude, wherever we start, she has to fight. And then we end up back to wherever we were. And she could easily just be like, yeah, cool, you know? Or like, even, you know, it's funny. It's like the chair or it's like my phone. And she's over here being like, oh, you need a phone. And she really means that she needs a phone. You know, like we need a phone. But regardless, it's never easy. So what I was saying about learning this stuff, it's like, again, she's sitting here. You think I know what a fucking, dude, a Rodecaster, I'm lost. A fucking Stream Deck, I'm lost. I'm learning all this stuff in front of you. And it's like, I'm over here being like, okay, I'm, you know, it's like old world, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I got a chicken. And I'm like, awesome. Here's the breast. I'm giving you all the food. Here's everything for you. Enjoy. And then I'm over here being like, I just have like a beak and some fucking bones and like the feet. And I'm like, I'm going to make it good. And on my end, I'm like, okay, I'm going to put water. I'm going to put the bones in some water and I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to make some soup. And it's like that. And so I was telling mom yesterday, I was like, she's done some things and she felt like it was for nothing because nothing came of it. And I'm like, oh, I remember someone called us to work and then they kind of bailed. And then I was like, I'll make a story of it. Who cares? You're saying it's like, well, you're surprised someone's going to bail, or you're surprised that someone said they were going to do something and it wasn't exactly what they said. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, it's like, how long ago have you learned this lesson, you know? And I'm like, look, I'm not saying that you should learn how to make something out of nothing, but the reason why I even bring this up is when we were doing Cameo, mom, I was like, listen, man, how's it going, D? I was like, I'm going to make a commercial and we're going to get cameos. And this is years ago. I mean, this is way before TikTok. This is years ago. I was like, yo, I'm going to do this. And I was just like, and I literally looked at her and I remember even like this living room was so different. I remember I was sitting on the floor and my computer was up and I was just like, are you ready? And she was just like, oh my God. She was just like, could you imagine? I would do anything for $5 a day. And I was just like, okay, you know, cool. Like, let's go. So then I went and it was to the point where like every time I was filming cameos full time and I had my notifications on. I never have my notifications on for anything. I had my notifications on for Cameo. And then every time it came up, it was like a nightmare. It was like oh my God, we can't do this. I mean, it was like we were up into the middle of the night. And even like last night, so we were going to do this thing yesterday, also talking about mom leaving right now. I was at home, and again, my diet's funny because it's all mush. I have antibiotics that's at my house. So I was over here being like, okay, cool, let's do this thing. And then
743.
yeah, okay.
The neighbors.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Nice about me.
I'm telling you the truth. The truth is the truth, bro. You're over here acting nicer than not. I'm just reading a book right now. The documentary, man. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's come over. And I was over early, so I streamed for a little bit.
So much.
And then she was like, she took a nap. So then she woke up and I was like, let's get to work. So we do, and there was no end in sight. There was just no end in sight. I said, yo, guys, we're going to come on later on tonight. Obviously, we don't, like in terms of like the normal time we normally go live. And we're throwing hands. We're like, we're not going to do this, you know? And then she's like, we can't not do this. And then she's freaking out. But with that being said, like I'm filming her and I'm like, I can't, these aren't like posts. They're like watching a woman freak out. You guys would lose your mind at how funny this stuff is because it is insane. She is losing it, dude. And the thing is, me laughing isn't helping anything. And it was that same thing. Like the bloopers on the cameos were the funniest things. I mean, I gotta find them, but I'm like, they are like the second, you know, like someone, it's like someone's name is like Mackenzie. She's over here being like, she does this whole thing and she's just like, oh, you know, what's her name? And I'm like, Mackenzie. And she's just like, why do they name her Mackenzie? You know, she's like losing it. And I'm like, dude, what do you want from me, man? And again, and the thing is, she's amazing at like offing the messenger. And I'm like, dude, I didn't do anything. One second. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm seeing, okay, Mudang, were you allowed to eat whitefish spread and onions at the store? Oh, I mean, you know, mom, it's funny. Mom never ate at the store because it was work. She was, dude, here, one second. I'll tell you, wait, dude, that's awesome. You have such closeness with Fiona, very special. For real. She's really important to me. Also, she's a trip, man. I mean, again, like I can't wait until I get into like those stories because that's really where what I want for this. That, again, right now I'm just like hanging out. But yeah. And again, like she would give me access. I mean, like, I don't know. Again, it's funny because it's like I don't know where some of the stuff that I've made with her would live. Because also the last few times we talked, she was just like, "Do you know that feeling when you know you're gonna make something with the person?" And again, I'm over here being like, "Oh my god," you know. But also, I do know, like I know in my heart of hearts, it's like I said it before, and I didn't mean it in like any funny, like mean way or anything. But I guess it's chutzpah. It's just I was just like, no one in the world could make something better than me in terms of this story. There's just no one. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Ken Burns, I don't give a shit. It's like if you're over here being able to tell a story, you won't be able to tell a story like me. It'll be fun and chill and really informative and, yeah, you know, it's like I don't know, but and so again, like it's a funny, you know, when you hear someone talking with such like gall, you know, you either believe them or you probably, if unless you hate it, you're like, this is interesting, you know. Wait, Kev, is mom's eye nice and healed just in time to open my package? Wait, Mackenzie, is this yours? No, it's not, right? Because also I'll go to the PO box today because mom isn't driving right now. Go to the PO box. I love how she twirls her hair, so do I. um have wonderful travel. You know, it's funny. I'm thinking about 1 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, sick. That'll just be like an early. Yeah, man, that's awesome. I'll stop by. Let me know in the Discord, especially if it's tomorrow. I'll keep an eye out. You know. Hey, Lily Kevin, come say hi. It's officially 10 days until I move. Awesome. Where are you moving, D? Kev, make sure she goes to the PO box 100%. I mean, no matter what, tomorrow's our day of like the rest of the thing. It's also funny, dude. My friend works at like an agency, like a management agency. I don't even know, but like they're giving me. She just hit me up and she was just like, she's like, are you obsessed with X-Files? Because she knows I'm obsessed with things, and I'm like, no, but I mean, I fuck with it. And so there's like a full blown, gigantic, beautifully framed X-Files like staff poster, and so if anything I have to pick that up tomorrow too. So we have some rounds to go. Hey, have you guys been no, we've been here for 20 minutes. Hi, good morning, just on for a minute. Hey, Mama Bear. Wait, not that message, the PO box one. I got that, right? Yeah, we're gonna go to the PO box for sure. I mean, if anything, I can go today. But Wait up. All of a sudden, it's pouring rain and it's 80 degrees outside. I'm 21 years old, yet still. That's funny. I mean, yeah, it's nuts. Those sounds are crazy. No, mine is from Amazon. It's something helps her eyes heal. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I'll go today. I'll go today. That'll be the reason why I get off. Um, but but yeah, so the thing, okay, so what I was saying was making kind of nothing. No, I don't drive. But the PO box is close and I'm on my bike all the time. It's really really close. Um but but so yeah, I was saying making nothing out of something, or making something out of nothing, and also even that, like the story of Cameo, and mom would never really understand to really do it on her own. I kind of like prod her and she doesn't know she's getting prodded, but like it's like I'm like, when I talk about Cameo and how hard it is because of how many people, you know, how many names, and then she says it her way. A lot of the things out of mom's mouth is me, but she just says it her way. I mean, even like, even just now, and it's funny too because it was like I forgot what it was, but we're so close. But but she was saying, someone was saying something like, oh, like something along the lines of you're a mama's boy, or not me, but just like, oh, you know, like mama's boys, like, you know. And I was like, oh, totally, like I totally know. I'm not taking offense to it or anything, whatever. But I'm like, you couldn't be. I'm the furthest thing from a mama's boy. Again, all this stuff happened because when my father passed away, I saw my mom get old, and I was just like, okay, cool. Like, no, this is a bummer. Like this, she's gonna be by herself, dude. You know, I can't do that, you know? And even funny too, because it was like yesterday, she was just like, oh, you know, like I left my mom and this and that. And I'm like, it's heavy talks, you know? But instead I was just like, oh my God, like I like put mom at like the center of my world. I'm like, you know, she's like the sun in my universe. And but it's also like, oh my God, growing up, I've never listened to her. I'm also her son in that regard. It's like, oh my God, mom over here telling me like, I don't know, like, do your homework. Are you kidding me? You know, it's like, but it's also, this is a testament of it. It's like me doing this here. She would be like, don't ever, what are you doing with yourself? You can't, you know? And even still, me trying to explain to her, like I was like, oh, you know, we got to make a video and you have to be yourself, you know? Mackenzie, I mean, it is sweet. I know, and I really do know, but I'm also like, it's like I feel like I live in a very modern, old world. Like this is very, it's like, it's very not normal to some to like live with their parents. And I'm like, I don't live with her, you know? I mean, I did during lockdown because I didn't leave, you know? But we've always, oh my God, it's like we can't be in each other's space like this. But granted, I'm like, come into my world, you know, like really like come in. And I'm like, dude, this is again, and dude, it's funny too, because it's like the hardest fights I had to fight was with her about her. Like she was just like, and again, she's stubborn and she fucking throws hands and she's like, it's like I said before, she has a really short fuse. I have a really long fuse. But once you get to like the explosives, it's done. I'm done. I'm a million times meaner than her. But it's not that I'm meaner than her. It's just I'm just like, okay, I'm telling you the truth. And this is, you know, it might hurt your feelings, you know? Like a good friend will stab you in the front type shit. But for about a year, I was like, just come hang out with me. And she was just like, no. And I'm like, dude, fuck you. You know what? Why are you fighting me? Like, why are you fighting me? And also the worst part is dude, Red Saber, oh my God. But the worst part is, and it's like, again, I know it's weird and it's really, really weird, but I'm like, it's almost like me trying to be like, I know it's best for you. Like, I know. I know you're going to want this. I don't know what it is, but I also feel like that's another reason why she was really nervous, being like, dude, you're an idiot. You don't work like I do. Your work is in your head. It's like this, I said all the time, this work is like invisible. Like it doesn't look like anything. You know, it's like there's no, even with photography back in the day, if I bought film and I shot film and then I got negatives back, there's something, you know, if I make a print and I go and like it's up on a wall, there's always something tangible. There's nothing here that makes any sense. And so it's like yeah, like me being like, and also being honest in terms of this channel. Every time when I was like essentially like not losing jobs, but like fighting for jobs, I was always honest. I was always like, look, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know right now. And I'm not saying that in a like a bozo way. I'm just like, if I'm just saying that like certainty is suspect. My friend was saying that the other day. My friend was talking about something as if it was this objective truth and it was an opinion. And there's no choice about it. It was an opinion. And I'm just like, look, man, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm really not. But I'm also just saying that like, well, what if you're wrong? We'll consider it, you know? And it's just like, oh, but no. And I'm like, dude, certainty is suspect. Like, listen, man, anyone, you know, it's like, listen, I'm not going to trust anyone saying I know exactly what's going on when like we were just at home. There was a pandemic or fucking whatever the fuck, you know, it's like, are you joking, dude? No one knows, you know? And so so the thing is me telling her, come to my world. And then her being like, well, what's your world? And I'm like, I don't know, but I know, like, I know it'll be fine. You know, I know it'll be good. I know that I'll make things and I don't think that they'll be bad. And I have like a barometer that I think that it's good. I think that I like cool stuff. I think that, you know, whatever, dude, system of a gooch. That's good. Wait up. You're an amazing son. As a mom myself, I love that you're close. I have 2 boys and a girl, and I hope one day, that's Mama Bear. I hope so too. I really do. Your relationship reminds me more of bandmates and a mom and son. I totally agree with that. Oh my God. Kevin, make me, oh my God, Mama Bear. I mean, also, but it's funny too, because it's like, that's also totally my wheelhouse. Like, I'm such like a sappy, softy, whatever. But you know, it was funny too. I mean, I even remember, dude, I was working with someone and I was like tripping on ideas. I was just like, I think there's something here. And again, this is 10 years ago, and I'm not trying to like harp on the fact that I, you know, whatever, like it was a while ago. But again, I'm just being honest with my story. And I remember I was just like, I said it. I was like, dude, you know, Mom and I's Instagram account, I was just like, I think that it's like, we're like bandmates and every post could be a hit. You know, I'm like, it's just like, I know I'm just trying to bat an average that's not shit, but every so often something really lands. And they were like, and they were musicians, and they were like, what do you mean like and I was like, consider it like a song. And they were like, what are you talking about? And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't. But I'm also like, I'll also tell you this 1,000,000%. And it's funny because it's like, again, it's like whatever I know almost feels like an autopsy, where I'm like, it's just from my story. You know, it's like, I don't know if this is truth, but I know how I got here and I could explain it. And then I could give you my opinions on how I feel towards some of it, but I don't know. But I could tell you this, you know what, somewhere down the line, she was like, hey, yo, how do I do whatever? You know, she's over here asking me for some shit, and not like help, but just being like, wait, what were you saying about bandmates? You know, and I'm like, you know, and it's funny too, because I don't have this like genuinely, like I was telling you that because it's the truth and there's a story there, you know, like there's like a lesson there and there's a story there, and that's the way I go about things. But like my mom and my good friend Jerry, who passed away, he was always just like, you know, rub it in their face. And I'm like, dude, what good is that? You know, like really, what good is that? Like, I also think that it's like steezy and cool to be like, nah, man, like, oh wow, like you didn't, you didn't believe in me and now you do. That's awesome. I feel like that's a testament to like, you know, like me staying, like me going, and me staying like on track, and then also you maybe evolving a bit, or not even evolving, because that's like suggesting like on my, and I'm just like maybe you're expanding your horizons in terms of like I don't know what success might look like, or like the way the world is today. It's also I'm stoked because my friend Jimmy, he hit me up today, and I think I'm gonna start jujitsu. And one of his friends, or our friends, but his close friend wants to give me a gi. And he's just like, look, you're already sponsored. I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. You know, but also my bike is at his house. And he was just like, let me bring your bike, get the fucking bike ready. But also he was like, and teach me how to stream. And I'm like, oh my God, sick. And I was like, yo, if you want to come, mom's going to be out of town, which is unfortunate, but you can come over here. I'll show you the stuff, but also let's stream, come on my stream. And then I'll show you what, you know, and I said something. I was like, I'll show you how supportive and chill and cool. And it's like fun, you know, the whole thing is. And he was just like, oh my God, I'm stoked. And I'm like, dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So like, I'm going to have like a friend that's going to be over here, you know, yo, Scoobs. One second, wait, 100%. I admire what you're doing. You're literally keeping her young. She looks 10 years younger. She did in 2020. I swear. But you know what's funny too? It's like I know, and I'm not over here being like, oh my God, you know, because it's like I cry all the time about it, you know, and it's like literally and metaphorically, but also I'm like, it's like matter of fact stuff, and it's funny too because it's like, you know, when someone older is like talking about some of these things, and they're like, you know, you don't get it in the fact that like I was telling mom the other day, we're kind of going back and forth, that it's like I'm really trying, you know, it's like I'm really trying. I also live in a world where, where you like, you know, like old tropes of like, I don't know, like internet people are nerds, you know, and like, I don't know, gamers are fucking whack or what, I don't fuck whatever, you know, and like cool kids are cool, and like the Strokes are cool, or like, you know, like not giving a fuck about a band and going like that is cool, whatever. I was telling my mom the other day, like do you know how hard it is to do this? It's like the cool kids that I feel like people think I am, or that it's adopted me or whatever, they almost pride themselves on not giving a fuck. Like they're over here being like, I'm too cool to care. Do you know how much I care? You know what I mean? It's like, but the thing is, I think that it's like equal. It's truly equal. It's just like, I give a fuck about what I give a fuck about, and I cannot even begin to explain how zero fucks I give about the things I don't give a fuck about. It's binary. I mean, it is. I am all in on stuff, and the other stuff I don't even know exist. It doesn't. It's not. It's like because you know I remember even saying, I remember like growing up in like special ed and stuff, and like, oh my God, dude, there was a class. There was a class called, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. But I'm talking like, dude, they took us to like lunch, and they were like, can you pay your bill? And I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man? I'm over here being like, just spell it for Kevin. What the fuck is going on? Besides that, I'm good, you know? But I was also like, what do I do? And at the time, especially, I mean, high school, it's like, this is all of it's ego stuff, you know? And I also feel like even in terms of like dyslexia, or maybe even like me learning how to read the way I did, obviously it had to do with self-esteem, because it's like, if it's popcorn, oh my God, I'm just sweating. I'm not going to read a word. I'm just thinking about what people think, you know? Oh my God. I also have such a good story that made me factory reset fully.
You opening this?
No. Oh. Well, there's stuff at the P.O. box, Mom. See, there you go. Look, Mom's over here being an ass.
Why don't you go?
So what I was saying was, Um, uh, so, so yeah, it was just one of those things where like, again, it's like I had a hard time because it's like I'm considering them. I'm not being myself. It's like I had traits that maybe someone else didn't, or maybe they did, but I also feel like I'm good at using what I'm good at. Um, and I'm not good at trying to get better at something I suck at. Um, unless it benefits what I'm good at, unless it benefits like the whole. And so the thing was, I was just saying that like, people are going out of their way to like to basically like it's like again, it's just binary shit. It's just like I'm good at what I'm good at. I'm not at what I'm not. And like people are trying to get me to be a below average something at something I don't give a fuck about that I'll never care about. And I'm like, huh? You look crazy, dude. You went somewhere like that? Oh my god, dude. I'm rocking a fucking moo. Spell it for Kev, dude. Oh, spell for Kev. Okay, wait. Dude, well that's what that's really what I was saying. Cause it's like it's one of those things where it's like, dude, test me on some of the shit's still swimming in my head. I learned from back then. And also, wait up, it's hard to be objective like that when something of your baby. Wait, it takes a lot of patience, Kevin, for sure. Wait, Kev, I need to go take the kids to school. Yeah, I'll be on later for sure. I mean, I'm really on call for a thing, but I hope if they take it, just let's give good thoughts to just take what we just put in, and then if that's the case, for sure we'll be on a little later. It's incredible to watch her transformation and glow and change with the times, but look and feel act younger more. Agreed, man. All you could do is try, bro. Dude, agreed. It's a full-time job. Agreed. Dude, we know we saw your waterworks on your birthday video. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, totally. Again, mom is like hard and her fuse is short and her saber is quick to be drawn. I'm soft and it's like my fuse is super long, but again, it's like 1,000,000%. She'll beat me every time because she pulls out her saber and I don't have anything. I'm just using the force. I'm using the force. If I'm pulling out my saber and she's pulling out hers, she has no chance. And it's not even. It's not even fair. I feel bad. It's just, I mean, it's like I'll cut her saber in half. Has that ever happened before? But yeah, so again, so it's that thing. It's like I'm just like, spell it for Kev, you fucks. It's like, dude, like again, I don't like, and I also know it's like you're too young if no one's gonna say like, what do you want to do in your life, and then because you want to do this, don't learn about history or some shit, or like whatever, some math or whatever. You have to just be average at all of it. Or whatever. If you excel, cool, like that's your subject, but like learn all this other shit. I wish I would have just been like, what do you want to do? Because I would have been so much further along. Just like, dude, just give me time. Get out of my face. You know what I mean? And it's like, I promise, like, I mean, I bet you even still, I mean, it's not this at all. It's not this at all. It's not this at all. But I did win an award where my face is on like a wall in my high school. But I also bet there's some people who are like, oh yeah, that dude went to our school, where I'm also being like, oh my God, wait until like we go. Wait until we go. They'll be like, oh yeah, Kevin went to, and I'm like, I didn't go to your school either. The same way I feel like mom didn't raise me. I didn't go to that school either. But, and again, I'm not saying like, oh my God, look, me. But I'm like, I think that it's ultimately the only lesson. I'm just focusing on my strengths and I'm punting my weaknesses, and I'm not considering them weaknesses. It's not like, again, even saying that, it's like I remember even just like telling mom, for some reason, I don't know, it was so weird, but I was just like, I told her a long time, I was like, I'm not good at that. And she's just like, don't say that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like what? Like even just like someone hearing that you're no good at something is like offensive in some way. from like what me telling you the truth. I'm not good at this. I would rather just do this and I will get better at this. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like so many people are so like they don't want to like accept who they are, and granted you could change and this and that. Do people change? Some do for sure. But like, I think that it's like, I said it to a friend who like I would have went into any detail they wanted, but and they're my friends. So like we could just talk pretty like bluntly, but they were like, what are you doing? He's like, hey man, what are you doing? And I'm just like, same shit I was doing in high school. It's just bigger now, and it's the truth, it's like, I'm not doing anything different. I always wanted to hang out with my parents. I always fucked with them. They were really cool. Mom was fucking square, but she was so lenient that she was cool. She was so cool because it was just like, like she would say things like they're kids. And it's like, oh my God, like even having that as half of like the rule makers, I was like, I got you. I was like, when I'm older, I got you. Because I also have friends. We have friends. I grew up with them, but they're definitely mom's friends by this point. And their parents were so strict that their relationship is, I mean, it's obviously it's there, but it's not like it's like there's resentment there, I mean, I got a good friend who I used to like, just like love like old like Polo and fucking, like I was a rap kid, like Tommy Hilfiger and shit. And my friend, he'd come to my house dressed up. He would borrow my clothes. We'd go out. Mom would pick us up. We'd come home. He'd have to change. And he'd also like, oh my God. This guy is actually the funniest. I've got some of the best stories with him. He used to go, dude, there was a time where his dad was so strict that we used to go to parties and he always used to carry a backpack with a change of clothes and fucking, dude, he had mouthwash, toothbrush, toothpaste, Banaka. I mean, the whole thing. And he used to go and he used to party and just like party like a normal person. But the thing is, he'd have to come to the party early and then he'd have to fucking leave the party late or leave the party early. So then when he did, we would be at like a rager, like a full rager. And then he'd have to go, I'd have to watch the bathroom. I'd have to sit in front of the bathroom while he took a shower. And he would get changed. Like he would have to like wipe. He'd have to like take all the smells off him, and then he'd take a shower, like wash his hair, shampoo, conditioner, then put fresh clothes on, wash his mouth out, and then mom would pick him up, and then we would go to my house, and then he'd just try to play it off cool. And it's like, and it's also one of those things where again, it's like, and nothing fucking happened. I mean, it was just like, dude, it was like we just went and did nothing. You know what I mean? Like we just basically did whatever we were doing in high school that night kind of thing. But also that's where life happened, And so even that I was like, again, like I owe my mom forever. Well, my dad was like telling us the funny stories and the tricks and stuff. And he was a cool one. The fact that she was always down. I mean, there wasn't Ubers, it's like we needed someone on the team and she was on the team. And again, it was like nothing happened. There was one time when there was like a fight, but again, it was like, that was just like kind of a freak accident. You know what I mean? You stick to your gun. Wait, Kevin, you would be awesome on the show Survivor. I can't, but I don't know I'm a city dude. I don't know the, I don't know the nature. I don't know the nature. Her saber is never not drawn. Yeah, that's it. And also it's like, also you're her son. So her saber cuts deeper. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like mom saber's never not drawn. And she's down to use it. So it's just one of those things where like her talk isn't cheap, like she's like, I mean, but also like I've mentioned before, it's like her whole life, people have just taken shit, I mean, she's given, but it's also like, You know, one thing she said that fucking blew my mind, dude. Blew my mind. She was just like, the hand that gives remembers, and the hand that receives forgets. Dude. So she remembers all the fucking, she remembers all the people she helped out. And then the fact that like they're not around or something. And it's just like, mom's very, very fortunate to the point where like she's never really been like in need of like help. But like being there for someone and then them not being like even offering help, she's over here being like, fuck that, and it just made her tough. It made her like really, really, really tough. And so again, and that's why on my end, where like if her saber is red, where I'm saying that like, I'm not saying my saber is green, but I feel like it's more so in that world where I'm like, to the people who were laughing at me about the road I'm trying to go down, and now they're coming around to the road I've walked, I'm not being like, I'm like, oh my God, sick, you came here. Like, look, I went down this road. If you want it's like, there's already footprints in the fucking sand that'll help you or whatever the fuck. And truly, cause I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm going to be fucking like, I'm going to be bitter at someone who like, didn't like, cause truly too, it's like, if they come to wherever I'm at, they're only going to help me go further, as well as whenever they succeed as well, it's just going to be funner. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. It's going to be like, oh my God, awesome. There's more people at this party compared to like, I'm at the top of the hill by myself, And it's like cool. It's like, I don't know. It's just, I remember a long time ago, I had a girlfriend and she loved America's Top Chef, and it was like season fucking 1 or some shit. And, but I think it was like the second season. And there was one dude who was like super chill, and he got fired. He got the boot. And then he just said, they were like, oh, do you have anything to say? Do you have any advice to give? And he was just like, I don't know, but one thing I could say, it's cool to be cool. And I'm like, fucking, such hard bars. I'm bringing it up 20 years later. Dude, it's cool to be cool, man. It's like so lame to be mean. And it takes energy to be a fucking dick. It just does, And it's like, and also that too, it's like, again, mom comes from a world where she's just like, she had to fight for everything she has. So she's like, cool, like to get anything, you have to fight. And I'm like, you really don't. You don't have to. It's like, you could really figure it out in a way that's chill. Like going to dinner with my dad. Yo, see you, Joe. Wait up, shit, that's truly the best bar. Yeah, dude, it's a good one. And it's true, and it's like, that's also another reason why mom might be a bit bitter. That's why you'd be perfect for Survivor. You get in touch with the inner forest. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I should. It's also funny too, because I know. I mean, there was, it's funny. I've been watching some like that dude Eddie Wong made that documentary, Vice is broke, or Vice is going broke, or whatever. That like it wasn't entirely that, but like there was a potential road I would have went down that would have been like, I'm on Survivor in some way, like I'm in the Vice universe. I should maybe show you guys that, because there is like, I told you guys this, I shot like a little about me, because I was going to be like a host on a travel show, and they were like, can you get your passport tomorrow? And they were like, can you make this video? So I made this video like talking about my stuff, my shirts, my knickknacks, all this stuff. And they were like, we're good. And then last second they canceled the show. It was like a show that never came out. So I'm like, that might have been in truly like down a road I could have went down, which would have been so weird, but also maybe not surprising. But I do think I'm so thankful that it's like, all the people I was working with back in the day, like anyone, I guess, like they were just trying to get on as soon as possible, like they were just trying to like they were trying to like get big, you know? And I was just like taking photos, you know, I was just kind of like around it and just always invited, but like just around it, you know? And and it was a trip because there were some people who like it seemed like the business model in terms of like management and whatnot was like you get to like a publication or like it's like you make something and then someone bigger than you posts about it and then essentially like they create a wave you ride. And when I really started tripping, I was just like, why don't we create like motion, you know? And they were like, that's not what you, how do you do that? You know, because again, like if you are doing that, then you're focusing on a platform as opposed to like artwork and then rubbing shoulders or like shaking hands and kissing babies with someone and then seeing what happens. And I remember there was a friend who they're a friend, but they're not a friend. I mean, they're a friend, but I was just like, they were asking me because they were like, oh my God, it's so cool. Like all these people who I know that I know don't know you are talking about your mom. This was a minute ago. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And they're like, how's that even happening? I was like, oh, I think that I'm just kind of like looking at like, I was like, a lot of people I'm around, they're looking at art and they're looking at like Instagram on promoting this IRL art and everything they're putting out is like an ad. And I was just like, I'm using like the platform as like the paintbrush, you know? And they totally like roasted me. They were like, wow, dude, Instagram, like a paintbrush, like holy shit, like chill out, Picasso. And the thing was, it was just like, obviously, like if anyone is ripping on me, like that's totally fucking fine. Like I know what you mean. Like I think that in terms of like EQ, I'm just fine. I pick up, you know, what people put down. And this was like, there was like malice in this, you know? They were like, oh, wow. Holy shit, dude. Wow. Oh my God. You're taking Instagram seriously? Holy smokes, dude. And I'm like, oh my God. Like all I could do was just be like, I'm not going to forget this. But I'm not saying like, oh my God, when I'm on the fucking, I'm just like, this is just like, I see you, man. Like I fucking see you. And then it's funny where I'm like, you know, it's like, like, you know, like in hindsight by this point, it's like, you know, it's like all the issues that you like believe in more than anything, like you'll take it to Instagram because you believe in something so deeply, but you also like won't take it seriously as this like medium to like maybe spread joy or like happy or like being silly or dumb or goofy or like who you are. It's like they were using it the way I'm using it, but it was just one of those like, that's not how you use that thing. And it's just like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, this is like, you know, I don't know. You want to take a seat, bro? Obviously you do. Mom's gonna lose her mind in 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, dude. None of this. Wait, Kev, do you ever think you're too nice? I mean, I'm not. I'm okay. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. T.O. Bing bong. Okay, 1 second. Kind of ish. It's ish. Moment of truth. Okay. I don't know because I'm not. I'm not because it's like I'm open, but I'm also like just like I'm not. It's like it's weird. It's like I'm not like a loner, but I think I'm far from a loner. But it's again, it's a reason why mom likes to fight so much is because she wants to fight to like know she's alive, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna take the ball and leave. And she's like, earlier today, I was just like, dude, I'm gonna leave, and she was just like, what am I gonna do? And
what did he say now? I swear.
Wait up. But so lame. Feels so good to be kind to others.
Yes.
Which can work
To
against you
others,
sometimes,
not.
unfortunately. Also, again, mom's over here talking pro.
I'm talking
Um,
about what?
But I think mom would be good on Hell's Kitchen. I would pay big bucks to see her and Gordon Ramsay go at it. Oh my God.
What the hell did he say now? Why people want me to cook?
Okay, one second. No, it's a show with that guy who's mean. Yep. Okay, one second. Yep. Just did. Okay. I mean, it would be, of course, mom. I mean, mom would be great on those shows. It's just one of those things where, like, because they're like challenge based, she would fail pretty fast. But I think that anyone who's paying attention to her,
what's the challenge?
Cooking and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Anyone who understands ratings, they'd be like, she's a personality. Mom, you look 26 today.
I love you. I love you.
Very much would be funny as fuck with mom yelling at for sure. Mom would be yelling at Gordon. That would be amazing. It's like if Gordon is yelling and then her just being like, "Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?"
Who is the guy, Gordon? Food?
He's the guy who's like angry and has a short fuse. He's kind of like Simon Cowell for food.
Yeah.
You were him once, and you were just like, you, get the fuck out of here, you idiots. You know.
I think this guy is okay in my eyes. If he wants everybody to buzz off.
But that's what I'm saying. If he's asking you to do something and then you're doing it, but you're not doing it well, and he cusses you out, you probably cuss him out.
Well, I'm going to be sitting down.
But that's what I'm saying. Wait, I imagine her yelling at home. Like she yells on the phone when she dresses as Yoda. Oh my God, that was a really good one,
I really
dude.
cannot.
You cannot what? How you doing, bro? You're all fucked up?
You see me, a person, it's somebody that get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's one day is like a year.
Yeah, it's true. I rode my bike to my house and back twice today.
Very proud of you.
Shit.
Yes.
Oh my God. Talk about a soldier. Mom's over here hoping for help, bro. You're out of your minds. Lily is a buzz off queen. Facts. Gordon and Simon are harsh, but just being honest. It's raw. It's raw. Yeah. I mean, it's also, yeah, it's, you know, it's like, I feel like, but to be honest with you, that's the difference between mom and I. I'm probably more so like Gordon.
I wanted to know, look, his office there, it's beautiful. When I come in, is matzo ball soup, what is the what soup? Noodle soup, some kind of a meat bolgeno, and then is this little, I don't know even how to talk anymore. 7 o'clock is not for me, man.
But I would... The thing is, I'm just telling the truth. But the thing is, sometimes the truth is just way worse. And like, mom will be like, "You're an idiot," and I'll just be like,
a little
exactly
a small one. It doesn't hurt nobody,
right? And I there's no small ones with me. It's just, again, I told you, my fuse is really long. But once it gets to the good stuff, it's over. Mom would slay Survivor. No way. Can I get a Hoya?
Hoya. You want to put you on Survivor?
Yeah.
You guys, check your brains, please. Go to the gas station, fill it up. Survivor, this is a hard game.
I forgot, Short Kid, and I think it was her brother was on the phone. I'm pretty sure.
What?
When you were yoga a few years ago. You were on the street, you were FaceTiming someone, and you were yelling at them.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure it was, because I was just like, again, even that, because that's a perfect example. I was just like, I can't make something because she's if mom in her world, like if the temperature's not right, if the sun's not shining, she's just like, I can't work like this. And it's not like some prima donna shit, but she's just like, I can't do this right now. And all the bottom teeth are out and shit. And I'm just like, or like even like earlier today, I was trying to explain mom, when she gets one track mind, when she's just on one track, she's like,
my brains is not the same, man.
okay, her brains are the same.
No.
Now, like I said before, she spends her energy focusing on her brains aren't the same as opposed to getting the words right. So now
Spaghetti soup. I forgot to say spaghetti soup.
Now I'm fucked because, like I said this to her before, I'm positive there's a ground zero and then there's negativity. Now, I have to come from up here. If I go to ground zero, it's work. It's like coming down a mountain. To come back to down to negative, to bring her back up,
somewhere
we only
over the rainbow.
at best, we're at ground zero. At best. And now look, she's just a fucking bummer. And I've already worked. I'm sweating. I've come down the hill. I went down the hell. I come back up to ground zero. And now I need to go to get good, you know? So the thing was, she's focusing on, oh my God, don't confuse me. And I'm like,
I know he talks to me, then my brain go to another side, from the left to right.
if you don't know something, it's
not true.
If you know something, you can't be confused by it. Mom, what's 2 + 2?
Wonderful, yeah.
What's 2 + 2?
4.
Okay, so if you're telling me if I was juggling in front of you, and there was a storm, and there were people screaming, and this and that.
To do something, you need to be buzz off.
No. How do I be buzz off? Again, you have to do your shit, bro. Oh my God, dude. No, it's...
You guys, amazing.
See,
you too.
But you know,
today I don't know what to say, but I'm.
And it's also, you know what's the funniest thing? And again, it's like okay, so I had to go to my house, and then I came back here, and then I just started streaming just because. When early in the morning, mom was just like, let's work at 8. We told you guys we're gonna work at 8. I woke up at 7.
Sharp.
I went to my house. I came here. I was late. 8:15. By the time I came 8:15, mom wasn't ready. She had to do her thing. She was ready at 8:40. I was like, we need to make something. Again, but she also said 8. I was going to be the bad guy. I was going to be, oh my God, it's 8:15. I was expecting her.
Up at 7.
So why didn't you do it?
It's a half a night for me.
Okay, so then.
I love you guys.
Let me
take a short nap maybe.
So then, it's, dude, straight up, real talk. I was like, every minute, I was like, I have to deliver something today, like midday, so they could call me back. Because again, we only have another day, you know? And so I was like, Mom, fucking go. Like, Mom, let's go. It got to the point where it was just like, okay. She's just like, the neighbors, Kevin. And I'm like, we got to do the fucking thing. Like, just do the we got to do the thing. And she's just like, my brains don't work like they used to. And I'm like, again, you're wasting everyone's time and everyone's energy if you talk about this as opposed to trying to get it right. And the thing is, she's trying to get these words while she doesn't know the words, but I'm like, look, just be yourself. Don't remember the words. Get the vibe right. The vibe beats any word. And if you try to remember a word, it's all fucked because the vibe is wrong. And now you're reading a script in your brains and everything is fucked. And she's just like, don't confuse me. And I'm like, dude, how am I confusing you by explaining to you, you being yourself is better than you remembering words. And if you remember the words and you get it right, and then the vibes are off, then it's like, who the fuck is this lady, you know? And again, so then it got to where I'm talking by 9:15, she was just like, you idiot, we're gonna let's go to your house. You yell at your house. And I was like, let's go to my house. And so again, right now she's like, I'm not gonna drive. And she's willing to drive me to my house out of spite, because again, the Saber's always on the table. And then by the end, and again, I don't even know where we are because I'm in the middle right now. By the end of essentially our work day, I made videos and she was just like kissing me, being like, oh my God, these are so great. And I'm like, the job's not done. The job's not done yet. Get out of my face. And I came here. I sent off an email. I went to my house. I paid rent. I fucking ate some food. I took my my medicine. I came back here. Then I started streaming immediately just because I'm like, all right, well, I'm on call. I'm going to waste time anyhow. I don't know what I'll be doing anyhow. So again, but it went from like literally like, I hate your guts to, oh, wow, I can't believe, and again, I'm over here being like, just this is to be the first time, but it's impossible. The same way me being like, just come into my world, this same thing, she's the hardest battle I've ever had to fight. 100%. The hardest. And also, it's raining right now?
Yeah.
Whoa, it's raining. That's crazy. And now oh my God, now I feel so much no Tempur-Pedic on Survivor. We're out then. I slept at mom's house last night because of all this. Tempur-Pedic really is a thing. Random burst in the song is great. Also, she does that in front of me and I'm just like, your charm doesn't work on me. I bet she's more adaptable these days. Well, the thing is, but that's also, when you were like, Mama Bear said it too, like I keep her young and stuff. It's like, she is learning these things that she's also excited about because they are fun and exciting and it's cool and it's like, like, yeah, like it's like, even if it's like even if she's writing something wrong, but she has the confidence to do so, she's learning in a really weird way, but she also, and I know she really knows how young she is when she sees in other people, like in rooms where like older people get like their back turned on them, and it's not that it's like, that's not always the case. And that's a little harsh, but like it happens, or like, even like we went to a party a while ago and then, I remember even her, like I was like, we were working on something and she was yelling about something and then my fuse was done and I was just like, fuck, motherfucker, and then she was just like, wow. And like I said before, like when I was talking to Fiona, I was like, sometimes I talk to my partner and it's like, if I'm talking to my partner, if I'm telling my partner to do work, there's a problem. That's just the problem. No one's telling me to do work. So the thing is, she was over here being like, so-and-so wouldn't say that to their mom. And I'm like, that's it. You're my mom responding to what I'm telling my partner. And that's no good. That's not the look. But then she sees those things. She sees those things happening. And then she's like, when she sees the couple, like the mother and daughter, or the mother and son, or whatever, the father and daughter, and she's like, oh my God, they're not mean, but they're dismissive in a way that's almost worse than mean. It's like, I'm mean when I'm mean and she's mean when she's mean because we're in it. You know what I mean? It's like, we're like in the fucking shit. Compared to being like, all right, cool. Like, call me. I have a good friend and I told mom this. I really did. I have a good friend who's like, their mom is a handful and they're like 3 phone calls a week. You get 3 phone calls a week. If you do them all on Monday, you don't get any more phone calls this week. And she's like, that's not true. And I'm like, yeah, I'm telling, I made that up. And so again, then she hears that stuff and she's just like, wow, man, like I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know I'm talking to a microphone. And somehow she understands like what icons are now. And then she's like, I'm somewhere else, But I wish you understood our brains change with age, but does it mean something is wrong? Totally. Oh my God. You should go visit old folks home and you realize quick. Yeah, totally. But the thing is, she gets nervous at that stuff. She thinks it's like, it's like contagious is a bad word, but it's like she just thinks that if she's around it, then she's just like she's gonna be of it or something, And I'm like, that's just, I am with you, Galan. It's just like, just understand, like, we really have fun. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like fun, And the thing is with her that's really tough about us two working is, a job is really, really hard and it's not fun at all. And I know it's not fun from beginning to end. And she doesn't remember how not fun it is when we're working, but in hindsight, it's always fun to her. And I'm like, it's like almost like she has like PTSD and she just like tries to like block out the whatever. But I'm also have a long fuse too, but yes, when I'm overwhelmed and I have too much anxiety, yeah, it's yeah, it's like, um, I mean, like, it was like, the other day, she was like, oh my God, she's like, you repeat yourself. And I'm like, because you make me repeat myself. I think I want to repeat. It's like, yo, man, it's like, let's do this and let's do this. And again, like I was saying earlier, if she had an employee like her, if she had to repeat herself to an employee, and let's just say like there was like someone who like had a big order and they messed up the order and she had to repeat herself, she'd just be like, you're out of here, man. It's like she wouldn't be mean about it. She's just like, okay, cool. I need someone to do this job. Get out of here. But I can't do that, I can't do that. Kept trying to be serious and Lily started singing. Dude. Lily has energy of a 20-year-old. That's also true. Imagine Mama wilding out. That would be good. She's not quick on her brains though, but she would be good with that. It would be insane though. Little ADD rage maybe, for sure. For sure. I could only imagine her rage in DJ gave her the oh, for sure. If someone gave her the buzzer on anything, I don't even know who DJ is. Oh, DJ. Oh, you mean on Wild 'N Out? Wait, there was just thunder. Wait, that's crazy. So there's thunder everywhere. Kev, off topic, but I just finished oh my God, sick. Wait, let me check it out. Art. Damn, Mom's eye was really fucked up. Mackenzie, you posted that in. Wait, where did you where'd you post it, Mackenzie? Whoa. Oh my God, this is awesome. So also just a heads up, guys. I mean, you could do whatever, but you put the Wordle in Selfish, but there's a gaming channel on Discord. It's in the Forest channel, but just a heads up. Wait. Wait, Mackenzie, where is it? For her, it's maybe not business; it's fun for her, Agreed, but it's funny because she knows when it's work. It's like when I'm making something, it is just silly and funny, and it's also it rhymes with work, but it's not work, But she knows when it's like it's so far removed from like what we do. She knows it's work. And again, it's also like famous last words where she's just like, get me a commercial. And I'm like, dude, even right now, like you're essentially on my set. So you could do whatever you want. And again, I'm like, just be yourself. If you're not yourself, then we're in trouble. Where I'm like, if there's real people being like, this is what I'm looking for, I'm hiring you to do this. Like, again, I've said it, it would have been hilarious. I'm glad it didn't go down just because it's like, I don't want to be known as like a not professional, whatever. But if Mom got that Vince Vaughn thing and then I made the movie about Mom getting fired from the Vince Vaughn thing, it would be hilarious. Like it would be the funniest thing in the world. But I don't want her to feel bad. She would feel so horrible by like losing it, even though she wouldn't know that I promised I would make something that'd be good enough for like them to even remember, like them to be like, whoa, they really made something of this. And again, you guys would lose your mind about it for sure. But it's like I see her. It's like if she thinks that like her brains don't work now, if she got fired from a job, she would. Oh my God. I guess I post. I'm sorry, didn't put it in just dropped it in art. Okay. Oh, wait a second. No, wait, Mackenzie. Wait, are you in? Whoa. Wait up. What's the like? Whoa. So from one side it looks red, and then when the light hits it, it's all like rainbow. This is sick. Wait, Mackenzie, how long did that take you to make? That's crazy. And so 1 second. So you sell that kind of stuff on Etsy? Oh, you know what? I didn't put whoa. I'm gonna again. Once mom is out on Thursday, I'll start setting up my shit. But I also I got a haul the other day and I was meaning to post it, but I didn't. Short kid, yes, of course. This is my work. I didn't keep any. Sick. But yeah, that's what started the talk about the game channel. Oh, it's my fault. Wasn't Oh, no. All good, man. Yeah. So yeah, you got the game channel. That's awesome though. Also, wait, how did Wordle start? That's a good one. Also, who's good at Wordle? That's my nightmare. My 100% nightmare. Whoa. I got Nitro on Discord, and now there's just like new things that I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like there's like so many things that like opened up. Yo, Star Trek, how's it going, man? I'm in the middle of some work and we're just hanging out, and mom is leaving for a while, so we're just kind of like bullshitting and saying hello. I'm waiting for an email that I just got, but I sent the email at a decent time, now thinking I could have even sent it at fucking 4, but I sent off the email. I'm waiting to hear back. So until then, we're just hanging out. Thank you so much. Yes, it's called okay, something glass. That's what I specialize in working with. Yes, I sell all my work. Just went back to Etsy after our convo about making. Wait, so how is Etsy treating you? Yeah, is it good? Also, how do you feel about did you text Miss Collins? I didn't. I'm going to after this live. This is I need an assistant, dude. But wait, how do you bring people to Etsy? How does Etsy work for you? Also, is Etsy better than Shopify, or are they just two different things? I was looking at selfishness and Wordle ad popped up. Selfishness. Wait, I played it and apparently it posted automatically and invited people to play. Whoa, that's awesome. That's awesome. And then people just started playing. That's cool. But if I volunteer to be your assistant, you need one. I mean, I really, really, really do. I also don't, you know why I know how badly I need an assistant? I don't even know where to start to clean. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't even, it's like, it's almost like it's like I feel embarrassed to be like, it's like me saying like, nothing. Everything. What do you need help with? All of it, Where do we start? I don't know. It's one of those things. All the while, I mean, it's like for some strange reason in my mind, I could see it all, But again, it's hard kind of explaining it. Dude, I have that Kilby, my dude, he was like, yo, let me help you with Halloween stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. And I went and I bought him a moleskin because he was really just like, let's be serious about this. And I was like, okay, cool. I bought him a moleskin and I got one and I was like, let's sit down and let's talk. And I went and I just like I just unloaded everything on him. And he couldn't take one note. He was like, I don't even know what you're saying. I don't even know what you're talking about. And I was thinking initially about just cleaning out hard drives I had to start making work with the stuff I already have and then use that to make things in the future or to even just like get people to make things in the future. And he was just like, after my whole spiel, he picked up his notebook and he's just like, I couldn't write one thing. I don't understand what you're talking about. Sad. Etsy has made handmade gifts and such. Wait up, I hate Etsy. The fees suck. It's all drop ship now. I'm only back here until I get my own site back. Etsy drives no sales. It's all from my YouTube, Instagram, and now TikTok. Oh my God, Mackenzie, you're on TikTok? Is TikTok helping at all? I mean, I feel like that too. Like, even just like a video like that, which is so awesome. I mean, like the work comes from like making the thing. But I feel like a video like that, maybe explaining what you did as well as showing some of the process. With TikTok, it's funny because it's like, it almost feels like online gambling in some silly way in the fact that like everyone's going to go hard once and they'll get you to go hard. Like they'll get a video to go crazy and then you're like hooked, you know? But then again, it is a good resource. But hopefully that like helps, you know? Do you genuinely want help? I love organizing and reminding. I'm not talented, but I can do that. I kind of mentioned before, to be honest with you, I do kind of need help and I am serious about it, but I'm also like, I don't know. I've never had it before. And even Short Kitten mentioning it the other day, being like, you probably, whatever, like, you know, I mean, it's also like, what, I don't even know. It's like, what the fuck is that? Like, I'm sure making reference to like, it's not Cool Runnings, but probably something along those lines. But it's like, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, you know, go with people. I've never done that before. I've only been help. And I'm good at that, but I've never gotten help and I don't even know how to ask. And I'm not saying that like, you know, it's like, I feel like you're like offering, but I'm like, I don't even know where to go. I don't know where to start. I don't know, but maybe it is good to like look at a calendar. I don't know that. I mean, maybe that would help really, because also, I mean, like even to like that one dude who I told you, I mean, I have a list of like, brands, but him, I mean, I asked Gallant, but it's on me by this point, but like to make a pitch deck. And I was just like, you know, this dude is like, I'm trying to help. And he's just like, just make a pitch deck. And that was a year and a half ago. And I'm like, all right, this is never going to happen. Even talking to Gallant, he was just like, here's a list, fill this out. We could figure it out. And I'm like, oh my God, it sounds insane. This sounds impossible, you know? But maybe, wait up, TikTok is hugely helping. Dude, wait up, kind of reintegrated my business. Wait, when IG died, so did I. I was feeling sorry for myself, but now I'm on TikTok doing short form everywhere, and it's doing really fucking good. Dude, Mackenzie, yes, man. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Wait, you're talented. Yeah, I didn't even like consider that. My bad. I should have really said it. You're, of course. But organizing is definitely not for everyone. I'm also cool with helping too. Any way I can. Thank you. Oh my God. Wait, still waiting for the info. Thank you so much. Again, I gotta, again, this will all be when mom's out of town. I'm gonna be like, let's all go because yeah, because I mean, because there it is. It's a lot of like cool stuff, and I know there's stuff sitting on the table, you know. I'll make you some list. It really would help, but thank you. And again, I don't know how to, you know. Again, even this. I'm like, you know, it's like, and again, you know what's funny? Because you know what's really funny? You know, mom being like, you know, her being like fucking Rickles or like, you know, this like mobster ass like sleep with one eye open. And again, she means it, but like I'm really nervous to ever get help, and she's always just like, get help. Like she's far from lying because it's the truth when it comes to her. Because again, she's just considering her own life and like her family, you know. But she's always just like, get help, you idiot. And I'm like, I gotta sleep with one eye open, you know? And I don't even know what that even means. It's not real, but one second, wait, fuck yeah, man. I was literally because of you, wait, you got me on TikTok, remember 2 months ago? Yeah, totally, of course. I mean, and yeah, it's good, right? I mean, it really is like as a tool, it is powerful, dude. It is powerful. And then, you know, and like, you know, well, one of the reasons why I went on, one of the reasons why we started to stream at all, I streamed on TikTok on my phone, no microphone, whatever, because I also realized, which is totally true, streaming helps like your last videos, you know, like if you're streaming, then your videos come up with you, whatever. So I was just like, cool, let's just do, yeah, cool. Like, let's just do that, you know? And I just, it's like every single time I tried to figure out to do something that would help this last thing, I realized how cool the new thing was, not just for help. It's like, you know, I don't know, me being like, awesome, I made that Mom Explains video a year and some change ago. If I went live, it'll help that. Let's just go live. And I'm like, oh, wait a second. No, going live is great. And I'm like, oh, wait, let's just do all these things. But dude, TikTok is bonkers, man. It's like it could really take, again, it's like, and it's like when it comes to some like small business stuff, I've seen people who have small businesses who, I mean, it's not like their small businesses tank. I mean, they almost do because they're not ready for a video to go viral. It's like if one video that happens to also be an ad in some regard, not even, again, like I'm saying over here, I'm like, I think making content about nothing helps everything. But like if one thing goes hard, demand might be too high, you know? I mean, I've seen it, but it's also like champagne problems, you know? I mean, like it's, you know, the regret I have for not joining 5 years ago, and being a bitch about it, I'll never forgive myself. Don't do that. It really is better late than never is serious. That's a serious thing. I mean, it is, we're the forest, man. We help each other. Thank you. Again, I mean, like, you know, even that, it's like, I know, cause I know, I mean, I know. I mean, even like, it's like, even talking to Mackenzie, I'm just like, oh my God, I wish I told you 5 years ago. You know, I mean, I would have been like, cause I feel like even when I said it a few months ago, I'm just like, just try, like, I don't even remember what I said, but I know myself where I'm like, just use it in earnest for a little bit. I promise you it'll do good. Also, it's definitely not going to hurt, you know? But yeah, like it is, again, I was about this channel, language, time, forever. And timing is a crazy thing where like, yeah, if you, it is one of those, like, you know, it's like, look, I wish you went then too, but also it doesn't make a difference as long as you're there now. But it's also like we're like people are there now, you know? It's like there was a moment where like mom and I were one of like 2 mom son people. Like, that's crazy to think. It's just like, oh, you're that lady, you know? Now it's like she's just a lady. Granted, I mean she's mom and she's mom to us, but yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's like, and it's weird because it's like there's a world that we live in where it's like I don't know I don't know. I mean, there's so many water coolers. I don't know if there'll ever be like a land grab like that again, or if it happens, it'll be funny because it's like it's just everything is so fractioned. But I also, again, I love it because it's again, it's just as long as you're there, that's all that matters. TikTok and the glass community over there have been nut supportive, dude. The glass community, fuck yeah, man. Like that's it, you know. It's like I also think that again, like I say it about all this stuff. It's like all this shit is kind of like high school to me. That's another reason why, and I really do believe that. That's one reason why I'm like I'm just not really nervous about some of the things. But I'm like, some people are mean, but also when you find your crew, it doesn't matter. It's like all of it's right, and also that crew expands. You know, it's like you know, because I'm even saying that instead of even just like posting and like praying it does anything. If you're active in a community, they'll see your stuff too. You know, just being cool. Like it's like just going to like a fucking, you know, obviously like going to like a lunch table in high school, being like, "Hey guys, how's your day?" It might be weird, but like if somehow a conversation gets, you know, gets brought, you know, a conversation that you're involved in, it's cool to be cool, and then it's like people, unless they're being assholes, they'll be like, "Oh man, that person's cool. What do you do? Oh wow, you work with glass? Awesome." You know, it's like it. Yeah. Wait, Kev, 100%. I wish you did too. I just had no idea I could do it. Oh man. Well, that's also I truly, truly, truly mean it. In terms of anything, knowing you can is half the battle. I was telling someone the other day, who you know is a chef who I started just like making. I want to do a thing on this channel about words, and it's kind. I guess it's linguistics, but it's, you know, I mean, saying it like that, it's like I'm not a linguist, you know. But we were talking about fond, um and they were like, "What are you asking about fond for?" And there's something about the imposter syndrome and fond that I haven't figured out yet, but it will be a Substack, you know, it will be a YouTube video. But I think it's about you know, it's sort of sauce is peasant food, you know, it's like bits at the bottom of a fucking pan, turned it into something, you know, and there's people who cook and then they see burnt bits at the bottom of a pan and they're like, "Oh, it's shit," and they throw it out. And it's just like, and there's people who are like, this is it. This is the best, you know? And it's like, we've all got fond, and so anyone who's trying to do anything is going to get burned. And then you just make fucking fond. And again, you could be like, "Oh, this is trash because I'm burnt now." Or it could be like, "Oh my God, no. Oh, no. And again, it's not fleshed out, but I do know that like talking to a bunch of people about this, the chef homies, I know they'll have, it's only a matter of time before they say the things that are like exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm just going to like edit, not people's words, but them just talking one next to another. And then this juxtaposition will be a thing unto itself. But with that being said, I was just saying that there was a moment in my life before her that I was just like, I could never cook. And the thing was, I've been learning how to cook by a bunch of means, but she initially taught me that I can cook. And that was the biggest lesson. It wasn't about cooking. It was about the fact that I could. So it's like, yes, thinking that you can't is, you're right. You know, thinking that you can, you're right. And that alone is like, that's the fucking battle, you know? And so again, the thing is like, I'm with you. It's like, you know, it's also like, what's that fucking saying in like the stock market? Like the best time to get involved in the stock market is yesterday. Of course, to all of it, of course, forever. But if you're in the game, fuck it. You're in the game, man, you know? But I'm just so happy. Wait, thanks, man. I appreciate, dude. But really, it's like you're in. You know, I'm stoked. Kevin, have you read Babbel? No, what's that? You just try and market it. Agree. Yeah. You just, yeah, for sure. Just keep on. I mean, I've been meaning to get that tattoo. The R Crumb, just keep trucking, dude. That is it. Keep trucking, man. Keep trucking. Wait, am I the only one here who has no clue what fond is? Fond is if you cook, let's just say if you cook like a steak or you cook like a piece of meat or fish or whatever, and it's on like it's a pan, a cast iron or like a, like stainless steel or something, and then it gets golden, it gets like good, and then you flip it, and then like you take it off the fire. What's left on the pan is fond. Like you put butter, you deglaze, and then when you deglaze, it's like, it's also like the Maillard effect. I mean, like I did my homework on this and I kind of really know, but I haven't figured the whole thing out yet. But it's that. It's like the bits from the meat on a fucking pan that is made into sauce. So it's like, it's what gravy comes from, or all of it, and yeah. And it's like, yeah. There's another thing in there where it's like truly, I don't critique, but when you're young or kids, we're just assholes, and we have, it's a really great book, but it revolves around language. Yes, I'm in. I mean, I need, right. Gotcha. That's really cool metaphor. I like it. Thanks. I mean, I know that I'll explain it in the edit. And I also know that if I talk to, it's like if I talk to a chef about fond, they'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's everything, granted, it's like, they'll be like, no, like a good cut is whatever, this and that. But it's like, this is as important as anything. And we are all it. And one of the reasons why I was saying it was because, yeah, like, I don't critique anymore, but by this point, I feel like I might have an opinion to some people that they might ask me for my opinion, which is another full thing. But by this point, it's a difference between like, searing meat and braising it. And again, I'm just like reading these like books just to kind of like figure out whatever. And, it's like you're either applying heat, like hot heat on a piece of whatever, and you're getting, you're browning it, or you're going low and slow. And I feel like as kids, we're all fucking flaming. It's just like, I've been flamed. I'm done. I'm burnt back rack. I'm done. It's like the amount of flames I've gotten. It's like, we don't have the ability to critique yet. And we're just like, you're fucking whack, dude. You suck. It's just like, I know what good is, fuck you. And you're just getting burnt across the board. It's just, the pan's too hot, throw it on. It's just black. It's just fucked. And that's what we did. I still have good friends because of us talking shit from back in the day. Today, I wouldn't critique because I'm like, dude, you're doing you. Like, what the fuck does it matter what my opinion is? It's like the whole goal. If you do give a fuck about my opinion, it's go tell me to go fuck myself. Because when you have that, then you're good. You don't need anything. But by this point, I'm like braising meat, where it's just like, cartilage turns into like, gelatin, and like that gives you soup, it's like all these things. It's like I tenderize where I'm not even doing it. But by this point, with the fact that I possibly could, I wouldn't roast someone. I would tenderize, I would be nice about it, but I also wouldn't even do that. Cause I'm like, again, don't get me wrong. I'll give people my opinion, but I'm like, no, we're all good. We're all in this, Just keep on, keep on trucking is a lot better than my opinion towards any of the work. Because ultimately too, kind of like what I was saying about Fiona earlier, I think she believes me. Besides the fact that I think she believes me, I think that the way I talk, she believes me, the fact that I could make something better than someone who's a better director than me. I'll eat him up. And that plays into the work too. The juju I have towards it is also it too. And it could also backfire, because if you really do have a strong, like, I'm so good, and it's fucking whack, it's like, it's your fodder for getting shit talked. But if you you're right because your heart's in the right place and you just want to make something the best you possibly can, and you know what good is, and you have access to whatever this thing is, you're fine. You're fine. Look at you, man. You're doing. Thank you. Thank you. Um. Wait. How much coffee? Well, you know what, dude. it's it's this. It's totally this. I had a little matcha, but also wait. I'm also um. Wait a second. Um. But wait a second, dude. Okay, wait a second. They have emailed me. Wait, it's 4:30. Okay, it's 4:30. If it's not raining, I'm going to the post office. I'm gonna answer this email. I love you guys. Wait, I'm sorry someone called. I missed 5 minutes. Yes. As long as you're on TikTok, that's all that matters. I was just ranting about nothing. But yo, I love you guys so much. We'll stream a little later. I mean, hopefully just really just give good vibes. They just take whatever we give. We gave good, but if they take it, then we're just gonna be streaming today and tomorrow. But we'll probably be streaming anyhow later on. But I love you guys. I will talk to you. Wait, and thank you for your words, even talking to all of us. Same time I'm listening, dude. Thank you again. The street goes two ways, you know. Like, don't think that doesn't, like, oh my god, just being thank you, you know, thank you. Again, there is a way where everyone wins. You know what I mean? It's like there is. Love you so much too, Laura. Yo, thank you guys so much. I'm just gonna be here for a little bit. I'm gonna help mom pack a little bit. I'm gonna answer some emails a little bit. Love you guys. I'll be back on a little later. If I'm not, or if like we have to do emergency work again, I will write in the Discord. Talk to you guys soon. Appreciate you too. All right, see you guys.